What up, guys? Thanks for watching. Got some exciting news today. I'm a little excited today. Got this part come in for the Mustang, and we're fixing to get at it, get working at it. This video is consistent of the rear diff 8.8 cover change. Main reason for the cover change is the fill plug on the rear end was seized. And yeah, I can work at it, this and that, right? Try to get some of this stuff, you know. But I'm going to avoid that. We're going to go ahead and get a new diff cover. I've ordered a new diff cover online. Seemed like a pretty reputable business. We're going to check it out and see, guys. And let's go see what we got. Oh, look at that. Aluminum. All aluminum, lightweight. Comes with all the hardware. And your gasket. Alright. I'm excited about this, man. I really am. Like I said, the main reason was the fill plug. Drain on the old diffs, you just remove all your bolts right here, and you would leave your top, pop out the bottom end of this, let all the fluid drain, and then you're done. Pop this off, take the cover off, clean all the housing, which we're going to be doing in the next video. And I'm going to show how to install this diff cover. And, whatchamacallit. And so therefore, you can, clean it all up, slap your new one on if you had it, or the original if you had it, if you had the way to fill. This fill plug is pretty good size. So that's good, man. I like this. This is bigger than a 3/8. I expected about a 3/8. But the fill plug, that makes sense, man. You want good room in there, and we'll probably be using a pump to actually pump the fluid in. To me, it'd be a little quicker. If you can do that, I'll show you a little ways. And the drain plug is tightened down. I'm not going to mess with that drain plug. It has a sealer already on there, if you can notice. We're not going to mess with this. Main reason why is because I've heard people just curious and want to take it out. And then once they put it back in, they don't have the right servicer, or they don't have the right threader. Thread sealer, which helps because you're going to need something, right? And even though it's aluminum thread, it's a coarse thread. I can feel it when I'm on by hand, and so it doesn't matter, guys. Man, this is what we're going to be doing. So just for just to cover our own ass, because I hate leaks, right? And so leaks are one of my worst things, and especially with older vehicles like the SN95. She's 26 years old now, and so there's been some things done to the car. But so let me quickly, this stuff right here, man, let me tell you, this is going to save you a lot of headache, a lot of pain, a lot of crap, man. And people over torquing these fucking bolts over here. From what I gather, even if it was the original diff cover, you'd have to go back at 25 pounds of torque to each bolt. That's it. Once it's properly, seated and matted to your rear end. And so, no big deal, guys. We have torque wrench. We have all that. If not, I would suggest finding one. You want the proper torque. Do not. Remember, this is aluminum. This is aluminum housing. Okay. Yes, there's recess and it's not for the bolts, but you can still strip these out. You don't want one of these stripped out in there, man. It is going in the steel housing, which is really good. You know what I'm saying? But there is a proper torque, and we're going to be going through that. And so on this diff change, really exciting. It has magnets in it. Let me show you. We'll flip it around. It has magnets on the inside for debris, which is really, really awesome. It has inside magnets. And you can adjust the magnets through in and out with your little adjuster guides back here. They adjust the bolt that's going in and out. You want to watch out for your housing. You want to watch out for your gears. You want to watch out for everything that's in here. All this stuff here is going to help that. I'm talking about you can adjust obviously in and out. And I want to point out one more thing, guys. You see how they painted the surface of this? No. We're taking all this out of here. We do not want no paint surface in here. If the chemicals and the fluids break this down, then you got all this paint crap and shit all in with your gears. That's not cool, man. When I seen that, I read that, I was like, oh crap, that was one of the things I didn't like about. But you know what, man? I'll sand the shit out of it. I can do that all myself. That's not a heartache. That's not that big of a deal. For the price, the bang the buck. Remember, this is why we got this. I could have went to Summit and this and that. I love Summit, and Summit usually is my store to go to. But I was looking for something kind of little more bang for the buck, you know, a little more money wise, you know, how much, you know, we're going to try it out and see. I'm confident with it and the procedure, you know, as far as it was explained. We're going to go through that, and then I'll show you how they explain how to do this, and no over torquing and torquing it down properly. So, guys, with no further ado, it's exciting. Here we go. Stay tuned. What up, guys? Thanks for joining in again. And so here we are. We are underneath the. I've got the Mustang set up already. I've already jacked it up, put on jack stands, all that good stuff, and some safety underneath. Right now we are tackling the bolts. We'll go ahead and get the bolts out. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. It's fairly simple, man. So we'll get up underneath here. Come on underneath here with me, guys. And I've got a pan also to catch my fluid once I get there. So this is what's happening is that the center bolt up top, we're going to leave that in there so we can kind of keep the cover on as we come around both sides, breaking bolts loose and removing the bolts. Once we get here, we're going to pop this off. Should come loose and just drain whatever fluid's in there, get all that crap out of there. And whatchamacallit, and then that'll be that. Make sure we get that off, get that top bolt back off, or get that top bolt completely off. Take this cover off, see what's going on. And remember, it's I believe it's a ½ inch is what I'm having used for these bolts here. It's a ½ inch bolt. So, and they're not very, very deep in there. So once you broke it loose, kind of break it and just kind of work it down, you can take it off by hand after that point. So they're small, guys. They're not real big. So we have new ones. And I was initially thinking that this my sway bar is going to be initially a problem, but it's not, because the way the other diff cover is made, it's just perfect, man. So it should be just right there. So no big problem. Plus it's going to seat against the rear end, so it's nowhere around anything like that. And so I'm sure I'm not the first GT that has that kind of setup. So this is all factory setup. That's why we leave it that way. So for now, for the upgrade till later. So anyway, guys, like I said, we're gonna keep breaking these down. And that's all you got to do. And remember, it is a ½ inch, guys. I tried to use the metric. It's not going to work. It's a standard size. Don't strip that bolt out because it almost rounded off on me. And so we're good, man. Doesn't matter. We got new ones. Anyway, we'll just keep breaking them loose. All right, guys, like I said, what I had to do was, because it's adhered pretty good, decent to the rear end, you know, the gasket, and they probably put a sealer on there. That's what we're going to be doing too as well for extra precaution. I stuck the screwdriver, I wedged the screwdriver behind in between so it could pry open, and let's go ahead and let's let it drain. That's what I would do, guys. And from what I can tell in this fluid, the fluid looks okay, but no matter, I don't think it's full. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to be able to tell once it finishes draining here, because I think it's very low. And I'll be able to tell once it drains in this pan. See, it's draining in there right now. And so, a little bit of a breeze. I'm trying to catch all this. I don't want it flying everywhere. And so anyway, guys, that's it, man. So yeah, just let it drain. It's still draining. Hopefully there's a lot more in here, because I'm really going to be concerned for being so low. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's not supposed to be that fucking low, man. And so it just now started making noise. And then keep in mind, it is still draining. So, like I said, let it finish draining. And then we can judge from there. I know for a fact it's going to be low. And so, how low, I don't know. But how low will it go? Ha, ha, ha. Anyway, guys, I just wanted you guys to see that. Let it finish draining and then continue on, and then once it's done draining, guys, we'll get back with you on cleaning up process, check out the rear end gears and see what's really going on behind the scenes here. All right, okay, guys, so I've pretty much inspected, went around and checked everything, gears out, everything, nothing out of the ordinary, guys. If you can look and see, there's no scarring, there's no pieces missing. What I had to do, because I'm on jack stands and everything, I chalked the wheels. If you can see up front, I chalked them because I have emergency brake on. Well, I had to make sure this bitch doesn't roll right, and so once I broke it loose, went ahead and spun the rear end, the wheels, you know, and let it kind of do its thing, everything's good. Everything is it's freaking good, guys. It's good. So now we just let it keep draining a little bit, whatever you see. I'm gonna scrape all this off here, all this old gasket here. This is factory, dude. It seemed like it was factory, but there's no way. It could be. It smells kind of, I don't know, kind of old in there, man. So hopefully this will refreshen it, liven it up. This is a limited slip differential rear end. This is a factory 327. Just for you guys to let you know, is a factory 327 gear ratio on here. The next project we're gonna be doing is we're dropping this. I'm not going too radical. I'm not going 410. I'm thinking probably 373 or something. You know what I'm talking about? I was told I can get good highway mileage on there and good response where I'm not getting a huge whine. You know what I'm talking about? 410, you don't want to take on the highway like that, man. I can't, you know how it is, guys. This is not that way yet, guys. This is still a street vehicle. And we're going to try to keep as close as to that. I am changing to 327 eventually, but just to let you know, everything, what we're seeing here, everything's kosher. Everything's good. And so, we're going to clean it all out real good, and then let it dry out real good, and then freaking put in some new fluid, clean all this up, let it keep draining, and then get back with you guys on the installment of the new diff cover. Whatever, guys. So we hit a little bump. Nothing major. I should have caught it more quicker. I actually mentioned it in the video earlier in the video about the rear sway bar. And so yeah, it is in the way of the new diff cover. No big deal. We're gonna end up taking that off tomorrow when we continue on with the video. And also keep in mind, guys, that I've been taking my time with this. I like to kind of do that, make sure everything's prepped right. The prep to me is always going to be the most important thing, so you don't have to encounter any issues. I've always learned that with prep. Maybe just a little food for thought. Make sure your prep does really, really well. It's worth the extra time to kind of look at it twice, 3 times over, look at it, go over it again, whatever you got to do. You know what I'm talking about? Depends on your project. And so, normally the diff, that cover can be installed within 30 minutes. And you're ready, man. So like I said, I'd take my time. So no big deal, guys. Just, we'll be hitting that, tomorrow, and you'll be seeing that in the video. Like I said, we'll be getting it sealed, getting it torqued down to the test drive. And so I'm excited about it, guys. If you think this has helped out, hit the like, and if you also feel like you want to subscribe, man, hit the subscribe button, guys. Until next time, see ya.